Next, let's queer up politics again. Log cabin Republicans paid Melania Trump $237,000 to speak in her own home. How much does it cost to get the GOP to say they support log cabin Republicans? Well, now we know. Melania Trump's speaking fee has made headlines after recent financial disclosures revealed a hefty sum from the Log Cabin Republicans, an LGBTQ plus conservative group. The Palm Beach chapter for the organization paid $237,500 for her speech at an April 20th event held at Trump's residence Mar-a-Lago. The latest records from the Federal Election Commission reveal that while most of Melania Trump's income stems from licensing deals and NFT sales, this significant sum from a speaking engagement stands out. Though Melania Trump has been notably absent from her husband's 2024 presidential campaign activities, she hosted another log cabin event at her New York penthouse in July. The April event, alongside the July fundraiser, was publicized as supporting the Log Cabin Republicans rather than directly benefiting Trump's campaign. Despite the high speaking fees, the Log Cabin Republicans reported successful fundraising outcomes, raising $1 million in April and $1.4 million in July. However, Melania Trump fees raised many questions about the lengths to which Republican gays are willing to go for acceptance within the within the GOP party.
They often need inclusion in the LGBT.
Yes, I've got so used to say.
It didn't not make sense.
Right, exactly.
I just have to say before we talk serious about this, all I can think about, and I'm probably, already driving the bus down there for this, but I just think of all the SNL skits of Melania Trump, when they would do her speeches, and it's just, that's what I'm picturing right now. Just her in her home speaking, not great, to these Republican gays and just bank it, just make a bank. And it's laughable and scary at the same time. It really is.
Well, minus the gap, the only thing that I wanted to say about this story was at least now it has become fair, because the Democrats have been picked on Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama for their speaking fees and how much money they raise and their books raise. So now we get to see it on the other side. It's Melania Trump, it's the Log Cabin Republicans, LGBT portion of their party. So welcome,
I think it's fair to ask questions about the amount of money an LGBTQ group spends on a speaker, regardless of if they're the log cabins or another group. But I think the other big questions on this are, one, the point of, where has Melania Trump been this election cycle? Why is she not standing next to her convicted of 34 felonies
She's tired.
husband?
She's tired.
Right? That's a big question. But also, I understand, I love to give the Democrats a hard time for taking big speaking fees, but this was a fundraiser for an advocacy group. My own org has done fundraisers with Hillary Clinton. Secretary Clinton didn't charge us a dime to do that sort of work, and this is a little different where she's not speaking to a corporate board or something like that, where you would expect a payment perhaps. So there's a lot of questions on why is she doing this? She's also doing it not just as someone, Hillary Clinton wasn't running when she took those speech fees. I'm not saying she should have taken that money. Would have made the campaign easier. But she wasn't running at the time. Her husband is currently running for office and she's taking payment fees. That's a little different than what the Democrats dealt with.
What's a little perplexing is that it's been made clear that she wasn't doing it to help her husband.
Mm-hmm.
So what exactly did she talk about, and what exactly was the purpose if it wasn't about that? And as Eric is saying, I'm picturing all of the.
I don't know what she would. How to make the White House look awful on Christmas? I don't know.
Maybe she was trying to discuss getting a rescue operation. Blink 3 times, Melania. Come on.
Yeah.